What's up, guys, and welcome back to Music Man Dan. Thank you guys so much for tuning back into another awesome reaction. Today, I am checking out my friend's brand new album, and that is Jeydon Kana, who I have reacted to in the past and have also interviewed twice. But this reaction is taking place the day of the album's release, which is December 11th. I really hope that you guys are going to enjoy this one. This is his newest project. These words are not hollow. Let's go into this and let's rock. You're putting way too much on yourself. I just felt like it's not you, man. I don't know what it is. It's just like far away from something I would have expected from you coming from the old days of Jay. And I know that's a great thing in progression wise, like to be more experimental, but it seems like you're rushing it and pushing it together and making it have to fit into place.
You're listening to the Media Man Dan podcast. Let's rock! Welcome back to the Media Man Dan podcast. What is your day like? What is your month like? And did you get all of your holiday presents? I don't know if you celebrate Christmas. You're not responding to the questions, Jay.
Oh, I thought you were.
Don't
I didn't know if you were
ask.
talking to me.
Who else would I be talking to? What's up, guys? Welcome to the Media Man Dan podcast. Today I'm going to be interviewing Jay about his brand new EP. He'll literally start throwing bananas at me if I say album. So this is Jay, once again, Jeydon Kana. That's right,
Oh
bro.
yeah, we're starting this interview off on a positive note.
Well, it's going to be positive most of the time. I'm just a critic. I mean, for all honesty, people, anyone listening, I don't like being a meanie pants. I don't like ruining people's days. But if your album or single or whatever you want to call your project comes out and it's less than what I expect, I'll be sure to let you know. And that is the God honest truth when it comes to my reviews. You can ask Jay here. You can ask any of my friends. I will not hold back. I will not pull punches unless I hear something that is truly outstanding. And after a period of time, it will make me appreciate it in the long run. Like Ghost of You. Oh yeah. Love that song. All right. Anyway, Jay, your brand new album is out. Ha! See what I did there? Your brand new EP is out. These words are not hollow. We have 5 tracks to talk about. The first track on this album is the only one that does not have percussion, I believe. I think that you even added...
Nope, second, actually.
Oh, because on Second Thought had it? Just backing? Okay. Well, did it have cymbals? I think it had cymbals. Unless Please Clap had cymbals.
No, Please Clap had cymbals.
Okay. So then two tracks. But... Yeah, 2 tracks technically only.
Yeah, the other 2 did, or 3 did. Yeah.
Yeah, first and last track do not have percussion, as far as we know. And so the second, third, and fourth track, which all happen to be explicit, are the ones with percussion. All right, so
that's kind of ironic, isn't it?
Isn't that crazy? All right, let me sandwich all of it together into one big package, just so you have not seen this reaction yet, but I'll show it to you afterwards. I said during my reaction that each song seemed like they were going to end and then kept going. I felt like that was a decrease in focus time for somebody like me with ADD, ADHD. I was like, wait, is the song over? And then you're like, no, there's another minute. And I was like, Jay, finish the song, Jay. Yeah, it was crazy. So Through the Cracks was the first one where I was like, okay, I hear the that sample with the keyboard percussion. I was like, okay, all right, I got it. Then Hate Me, I Won't Chase. That one was hard. That one was hard to make it all the way through, especially because it is the longest
Oh,
song
I
on the
agree.
album. And
That was like 5 minutes. Like
I think it
I want to
had,
be honest, man. I want to be honest with you.
yeah,
That is the one track I actually do not like all that much. I like it, but at the same time, I just don't like how long it is.
yeah,
Like
it
I wanted to
is,
sure I wanted to have like something that was long, right? For once, because most of my tracks are only like what? Like normally sometimes they're only like 3 minutes up to that mark. So it was like, should we just Jesus of Suburbia this shit and just make it like 8 minutes? Just make the breakdown, just make it another 2 minutes, you know?
yeah.
We'll make it 7 minutes.
And this one was the track where I could tell halfway through that the guitar was pre-recorded, and I already knew this behind the scenes, but you could tell as a new listener as well that the guitar came first, and the
Yep.
vocals came second, and the drums came last,
Nope.
because there was some period of time where the synchronization was a little bit off.
Nope.
During
Guitars actually came first, drums came second, and then vocals came last.
vocals came last.
Yep, I made sure to do that this time.
That's a
This
great
time around.
idea.
Normally, the last time I did do the vocals, second, but then it was like, well, people are telling me not to do that, so I was like, let me try that instead. And I was like, okay, that actually works a lot better, actually, for me.
I agree. But Jay, in this case, this sucks. Why'd you do it, Jay? Why do you have to do this torture to us? Why do you have to go in with all of these extra hardcore and super heavy, low, like growly type of inhales? I was like, bro, I can't hear most of the words on this song. And it just kept going and going and going. And when it finally finished, I was like, holy shit, I'm done with the album. I think I finished the whole thing. And I was like, there's 2 more fucking tracks. Oh my God. So yeah, I could say having this as track number 3, I would have had this as track number 1. Because then you can get
that track number 1?
yeah, because then you can get a taste
Really?
of what you're in for.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Or you could split it, because you, like you said, you have the breakdown. You could make the breakdown into like an interlude. Like you can keep it in the middle.
I have never seen that actually. A breakdown interlude track. I have never seen that.
I mean, it's not a thing. I could say that, but if it's instrumental only at that point and it takes up 2 minutes of the fucking song, it's good to put it in the center where you don't lose control of everything. Maybe
on the album version, I'll make a bridge interlude type track then. I wouldn't have an issue with that. I would love to try that actually.
Love it. Awesome.
Someone's gonna do it.
Happy to give you some insight. Okay, all right. So next track, please clap. Holy shit, dude. Your editing on this track was a little interesting. There are 3 points in the song where they abruptly stop and then start the music again.
Yep.
That bothered my head. I was kind of trying to jam, and this happens during the reaction. It'll be like, oh, look at that. Dan's kind of enjoying it. And all of a sudden it just stops, and I'm like, I don't know what to do now. Yeah, exactly.
Where's the music?
Huh? Like Homer Simpson, not Homer Simpson, like Home Improvement, Tim Allen. Huh?
Oh, yeah.
Good old days. Anyway, yeah, Please Clap is my least favorite track after Hate Me 'Cause I Won't Chase. Yes. Those are the 2 worst, I can say. Through the Cracks.
That's understandable.
Yeah, Through the Cracks is the only one where I can say that I can go from beginning to end and be like, okay, Jay's trying something new.
I can, you know what? I can agree with that actually. That is my favorite track anyways, so I can't even disagree with that.
Perfect.
I'm not even fucking with you. That's literally my favorite track.
Awesome. And then
I love it.
On second thought, and this is hilarious because now I'm thinking, on second thought, I could say that Through the Cracks.
Doesn't that one sound familiar to you though? Think about it. Do you know what that song is?
Well, it sounds like Cloudy 2.0. Chance of Meatballs.
If anyone remembers, if anyone has followed me for a long time, if you remember the acoustic song "Cloudy with a Chance of Fucking Meatballs,"
yeah, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. If you remember that one, then
well, that's a remake. I've been just remaking like a lot of my old songs now, and even like on the next project I'm doing, actually, there's gonna be like there's gonna be a couple more remakes actually, so be on the wire for that.
Hell yes, brother. He's bringing back Disconnection just for us.
No. You will never see the light of day again.
If you guys want to watch Disconnection, go to Music Man Dan and just type in J Kana
No.
Disconnection. That's the only
No.
place you can find it. He deleted it from everything except for my channel.
I don't even have the lyrics to it anymore. Like even if I wanted to recreate that, which I don't know, I might or I won't. I don't know. But yeah, I just don't like it.
No worries, no worries. All right,
I
so
want to stay far away from it.
to finish with best to last, or last is the best song,
From
I could
first to
say.
last.
I would say Call in Vacate, the opening track. I would have liked her here either middle or last, just by the arrangement of things, just because I feel like that one was a nice feel for your vocals mostly.
Yeah.
And it was less heavy, definitely, but it also had no true percussion on it, where it was any distraction whatsoever of like, oh, this doesn't match up, or oh, this was good, but then this part fell apart. Like it didn't have that. It was just like a nice, simple J track that I would usually expect from you. Yeah.
Yeah, that was like for me, that was like Call and Vacate and Cloudy for me had like, or sorry, the new title is On Second Thought, or on what was it?
On Second Thought.
Yeah, it was
Cloudy
on Second Thought. I always get my titles mixed up. Anyways,
all good.
but yeah, I thought those ones like brought it back to like the old, back to the good old days of the J Kana lore, if you will. But you know,
Absolutely.
but no, I do on Vacate though.
That Call and Vacate. I don't know if it would be a good opening track just because it is missing that like kick, that punch that you would usually get.
The opening track though was mostly because I wanted it to kind of be like a callback to like the whole. Remember, you know how Lights Out on the last project did not have drums on it?
Jay, have you been following your Spotify stats?
No.
The Please Clap demo version is your most played song.
Wait, what? Hold on, let me check this. No way.
100%.
No way.
Want me to share my screen?
Oh, would you look at that?
Yeah.
You know, it's funny to me though. It's funny to me because most of the time, whenever I drop just a single, hardly gets anything in the first week. But if I release, and I'll tell you actually why I released EP in the first place. I will tell you why. Because, you see, I drop an album, right? Gets pretty good amount of streams on the first week, you know? Decent promotion status on it, etc., etc. But I release a single, nothing. Nobody gives a shit. So this, for me, this EP, it wasn't really about structure, about having it be like, oh, you know, let's have like, oh, let's just have like you know how a lot of my album work sometimes can be like story based, you know?
Yes.
I like having story and structure, having it all intertwined into each other. But with this and EPs, to me, they're just like extended singles to me. Like that's either that or like sneak peeks of like album projects or something. That's what it is to me. But
that is completely
that can be taken
fair.
for whatever.
It saddens me that my favorite song is not on your most popular top 5.
Oh no, what is it?
Perks of Venting.
Oh fuck that song.
I knew you would hate it, but dude, that's like
so fucking tired of that song.
No, it's good. It's a good song. Don't hate it.
No. I'll give you that. It's a bad good. I don't like it.
It's great, dude.
I'm never bringing it back. I'm not even gonna remake it.
Perks of Venting is my favorite song on that album, I should say. That's what I'll say. But
I'm gonna delete that album tomorrow just because you said that.
I mean, Victim's also a great. See, here's the thing: is like you got these perfect like intro tracks on these other albums, and dude, what happened? This is gonna be my biggest question, and this is something that I did ask during the reaction as well. Writing on walls. What happened to that Jay? Did that Jay just get like murdered and replaced with hardcore, post-hardcore Jay?
He's hiding in my basement somewhere.
This is where your confidence grew into like an absolute beast on the mic, and you're just Don't want to go back to
because
singing nicely.
I can answer this. Writing on walls for me was like, if I were to look back onto that, I have not listened to that in like months. I think one time this year I did take a look at it just to like take a look at it for like whatever, nostalgia's sake. Nostalgia's sake. Anyways, um, I don't know. Like back then, I was just really like just fucking really just insecure about like my skill. I guess if that makes sense. Like
Absolutely, yes.
I was just diving into it. I was just diving into the whole writing thing and stuff like that. And I was like, well, this isn't. It's cool, but it's not really what I want to do. You know,
Yep, that's
like
relatable.
it's like you have what you're working, and then you have what you're working towards.
Oh my
For
god.
me, what I wanted to work towards was doing um, something like something like Pierce the Veil or something like that, or freaking something heavy, something heavy-ish, in the post-hardcore region, which I did not even develop till probably like the Tomorrow Again album. And that's when I started, getting more and more into it. And I was like, okay, let's fucking do it. But there were some things now that I think about is that I kind of miss doing some more acoustic tracks actually.
That's good to know. And
Like
this
I
is
want
actually
to
going to play into my thoughts on second thought.
no, please. I'll
Because
let
there is one specific moment, it might be in Please Clap, I can't remember between the two songs, but it was at the end where my brain was just like, bro, I'm out. And I was like, hey, brain, we gotta be nice. We can't be like this. We're not just critics, we're friends. And my brain was like, nah, bro, I'm tapping. I was like, bro, come on, you gotta make it one more song, one more song, and
yeah.
you'll see my like deterioration of brain cells as the reaction goes on. You'll just be like, what the hell is going on? Dan never acts like this, and that's why I'm like, I don't know if I want to post or not. Okay, so either Please Clap or On Second Thought, there is one part where your vocals are isolated, and this is a
Mhm.
critique as an artist,
Go
as
ahead.
someone who's like trying to help you with the best
Yeah.
vocal styles and everything. I think that you would be better with a backing track whenever you're singing. I know that it sounds good at that time, but when it's mixed all together, it seems a little out of key. And I don't know if it's the correct key or if it's under or above the correct key that you originally had planned, or if you hear it and it sounds perfect to you. But I'm like, okay, I can hear old Jay, coming over on this one. And like I said, man, you were super nervous back in the days on Joseph's open mic,
Absolutely.
and it has that type of that value
PTSD coming back.
when you're in the isolation of your voice. But when you're
Yeah.
with a backing track, when you have all of your preset, like this is where this part goes, this is where this part goes, it's less improvised and it sounds more natural, and it also hits the right keys, especially on your most recent album before this one that was Lost Inside. Yeah,
Me trying to figure out where
Ghost
this
2.0.
was.
Oof,
I'm
great.
I'm starting to think it was Please Clap probably then.
I'm thinking it's Please Clap as well.
I could be wrong. Like I'm trying to figure out where you're thinking. Like
All I know right now is I'm looking at your album art and I keep seeing Santa's hat. I know it's not a thing, but I keep
wait,
seeing
what?
it.
Where? Which one?
Your current album, your EP, sorry.
You see Santa's hat?
Yes, I see Santa's hat.
I don't. Where do you see Santa's hat?
I don't know. I'm looking at it.
Are you talking about that thing in the middle of the skull?
There's a skull.
Yeah, that's a skull, man. That's
Okay.
like literally just my skull mask, and I just stabbed my microphone through it, and I just took a picture of it.
Solid.
Photography and Photoshop works every time.
Okay. Let me take a picture and I'll circle it.
Yeah.
And you're gonna be like, Dan, seriously? And I'll be like, dude, that's a Santa hat and that's the fucking Santa coat. You know it. You search your feelings. You know it to be true.
Not true.
It's
That's
impossible.
impossible.
All right, I sent it to you on Instagram.
True. I will say one thing quickly.
Yep.
Oh, wait. Wait. So you circled it?
Yeah.
Huh.
I see a Santa hat, and then I see a Santa coat, and then I see
I
your
don't
name, but I also see reindeer
I don't
antlers.
see it.
I don't know, dude.
Man, I
Christmas has
think you're
taken
too
my
into the
soul.
Christmas spirit here,
Yeah, I
man.
really am into
I
the
know it's
Christmas
December,
spirit.
but
I don't even see a skull, bro.
you guys, you have to know something about Dan. Whenever it's December, he really goes Jack Skellington mode. Like, he's obsessed with Christmas.
I
Okay,
decorate everything.
that man will watch Jingle All the Way all the time. He'll be wearing his Turbo Man pajamas to bed every night, man.
They have been playing
Man.
on I don't know, TV or just consistently playing it on streaming services at Allison's house. They're constantly playing Home Alone and Home Alone 2. And I'm like, are you guys tired of that movie yet? Because I hear the music all the time when I'm like editing. I'm like in the middle of one of the edits, and then all of a sudden I hear.
Yeah, it's like
And I'm like, oh my god, we started over again. Okay, all right, all right. Macaulay Culkin, I get it, I get it. Good times, good times. Anyway, back to the album. Yes, so it's not an antler. I don't see antlers. It's not there. It's all in my head. I don't see Santa's coat. It's definitely not there. And there's no Santa hat either. None of this is
Hey, guys.
real.
His heads now. He's seeing reality.
It's an illusion. It's an
an
optical illusion.
I'm not really here.
I'm talking to myself, but there's no one on the other side. There is no spoon.
I was gonna mention, I don't think like I want to do. I noticed that like on I'm gonna restart what I said, so I'm not stuttering. So for a couple of the new tracks on it, I noticed that like I did a lot of experimenting with certain scream styles. For me personally, I enjoyed it and I liked experimenting with it. I feel for me it worked. But however, as much as it sounded cool, I don't think I want to do inhale screams anymore.
It's extremely
Just
dangerous.
because, yeah, like they sound cool and all that. But my problem is that after I'm done, like after I'm done letting one out, especially when I was recording when I was recording through the cracks. Oh my freaking god, the migraines were so hard to get off of.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
definitely not a good response to anything that your voice is going to do, is to give you a major headache like that.
Yeah, like it's like I don't like getting headaches when I'm screaming.
Yeah.
So I'm like I might not quit doing them entirely, but I think that if I were to do them, I would only have it maybe like one per project, not almost every fucking track like this one. As for low screams, like the low growls I was doing, I have no issue with those. Like I don't.
Yeah.
Like it's really not that.
No, you're getting
difficult
good
for
with the lows. I can tell
Thank
that
you.
your screams have improved and you've worked hard on them. Like I said, you have mostly hardcore in that post-hardcore title. Like there's
Yeah.
not much singing anymore, and I'm okay with it as long as I hear something
Oh, there'll be more cleans. There will be more cleans in the future.
good. But I was gonna say, as long as I hear
Definitely.
something enjoyable in the background, and now this is my final critique. This is literally it. You've taken all the heat so far, guys. Give him a props. A round of applause for Jay. I'm
I
gonna
don't know,
have
Dan. I don't think I've had enough heat.
yeah. No, this is the final heat.
You gotta sizzle me, man.
This is it, bro. This is the sizzle. Way too much distortion. Every single track.
Which distortion are we talking about here?
Guitar.
I can't control that.
Dude, it felt like I was
Too much.
inside your amp. I was like, what is going on? Why is there so much distortion? I was like,
It's funny to
vocals
me
are
though. 'Cause,
drowned
like,
out.
it's funny to me. Whenever I have a track out, you always every time almost every time you're like, okay, it's like, okay, we got some distortion on the guitars. All right, very nice, very nice. Every time you say that, it's like, Dan, you do know that like rock music and stuff, they have distortion on guitars. It's just known. It's a common fact, man. Unless it's like something lo-fi or chill or jazz, and I hardly see any distortion, but okay.
Not about that. It's about the fact that it can be all the way up and drown out anything being said in the lyrics to make sure
I
that
can
the
hear the
lyrics.
lyrics like absolutely purely fine.
Dude, I
Make
had it
out
on
everything.
full blast because that's how I listen to music, and I had it in my
Oh, that's your
earbuds.
problem.
What do
If
you
you
mean?
have
It's
it
in my pro.
as no one can hear
It's
anything. No wonder the
music.
crowds
It's
were hard for
music.
you.
It's supposed to be played loud. It's metal music, bro. Bruh. Come on, bro.
No wonder you couldn't hear anything.
There we go. So that's what I need to do. All right. Note to self. Anytime Jay releases songs, make sure that you turn the volume down 16 times. Make sure that everything in your headphones that are usually played for every other artist cannot happen for Jay. Till he figures out his mix. All right, but that's it. That's all I have for the negatives. And there are some positives here. Once again, you are always experimenting, and I appreciate anyone that takes their time and tries to do new things. Even though that it was a shortcoming for my personal experience, you're probably going to find some fans through this because you always have a new fan, at least one every album, and I love that. I think that it's awesome
Once
for
a
you.
year. It's a tradition.
Hey, anything is important though. I mean, like some people don't even find people. Like you'll find on
No, that's true.
Finn McKenty videos, he'll go or no, Nick Nocturnal or whoever. I think it was Stevie T. It was like people with 0 followers, and I was like, that's so sad.
It is, man.
That's so sad. Like, I mean, I would think that right now, even though it is an oversaturated market, like indie artists should be able to be found through Spotify playlists, through random suggestions, like, oh, you like post-hardcore? Well, this artist labels himself as post-hardcore, and then they'll always like, oh, I didn't hear this before. This guy's
No, I
cool.
just have some people who are already big.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what the kids want, man.
Well, if you go to like Pandora,
Go
which is
on.
only an American thing, you guys don't get it up in Canada. We got
Oh yeah, no, we don't.
yeah, we got Pandora. So it's like if you get the free version of Pandora, I'm like, all right, I want to listen to nothing but Red, and they're like, free version of Pandora, no problem. Here's 5 Red songs. I'm like, all right, great. And I'm like, I'll go to Red Radio, and they're like, Breaking Benjamin. I'm like, yes. They're like Metallica. I'm like, no, that's not even close. They're like Breaking
You don't like
Benjamin.
Metallica?
Linkin Park, yeah, that's fine. Linkin Park is actually pretty close. But in the real to zone, like Spotify has a way of determining what genre each artist is identifying as based on what they usually choose in their profile or mention. So it will go through the algorithm and it will actually recommend people like you who wouldn't usually see the light of day in other places. And like we just discussed in DMs, it's easier to find artists that are like 60,000 miles away than it is to find them in your neighborhood. Like it's insane these days. It's crazy. So now that we finished the album stuff, let's jump into the actual interview that matters here. What's your favorite Christmas movie and why is it not Elf?
Hold on, let me crack open a root beer for this.
Need to get the energy
Yeah.
to let me down.
My favorite Christmas movie is one you probably would not expect. My favorite Christmas movie is actually Jack Frost and Michael Keaton.
Oh, 90s or early 2000s. That's a sweet movie.
Yeah, it was early 2000s, I think.
Sweet and sad at the same time.
It was a childhood movie for me. Like that one and like Polar Express, I always liked. Those ones are dope.
Oh man,
Soundtrack,
Polar Express. Yes. Even though
swear to God, every Christmas in school, man, you would always have to go down and watch that movie.
Yeah. And I could say even though that the visuals are in the uncanny valley valley. Yeah. For the time, it was amazing. And the way that we got to have Tom Hanks like with his actual facial structure for that character as the conductor, amazing.
Yep. He played a lot of people in that movie actually.
And
He actually did. He actually played the kid actually in that movie. Like
interesting.
he did. Yeah, he did the what do you call it? The motion capture.
Not the nerdy kid though, the main character.
Yeah.
Because the nerdy
Yeah.
kid is like an actual kid. Our main character's
Prob-
voice is an actual kid, of course.
No.
No?
Oh, are we talking? Wait. Nerdy kid or the main kid?
Main kid.
Oh yeah. No. Yeah. That
Motion
he's
capture
he's
might
just,
be Tom, but
yeah.
yeah.
He's just motion captured.
Cool. Well, that's awesome. I did not know that.
I
That's a
would
fun
hope
fact.
the nerdy kid is not.
I would hope not, yeah. What's your favorite song from Polar Express?
Um. Hmm. Well, Dan, do you know the number one rule of hot chocolate, my guy?
Hot chocolate.
Hot, never let it cool, motherfucker.
That'd be so funny if that actually became a meme where it's like, never let it cool, motherfucker. And it just has like the thug life. Da 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 da.
They need to like reboot the Polar Express and have Samuel Jackson as the train conductor. Hey man, never let it cool, motherfucker. Oh, that was a terrible impression. But okay.
It's really not anymore because apparently the character that he is in Secret Wars is nothing like the one he was in the Marvels. So I'm learning a lot about Disney's failure of continuity. It's been great. So you could be the actual Samuel L. Jackson in an alternate universe. You never know.
They'll never know.
You'll never know. But my favorite Christmas movie is Elf. And the reason for is because no matter how many times I watch that movie, as long as I don't watch it like directly the same week, I can watch it like without question. As soon as it turns on, I want to watch the show, the whole entire rest of the movie. Like that is a absolute magnetic experience I've ever had for Christmas stuff. Along with that, I could say the best classic Christmas movie is probably the stop motion A Year Without a Santa Claus, or I like Miracle on 34th Street. I also like It's a Wonderful Life. Those are the classic black and whites.
I have not seen those actually.
You've not seen them?
No.
Okay. The original Miracle on 34th Street is a amazing movie. Like everyone needs to see that. And then you can compare it to the one that came out with the girl that played Matilda. It was pretty good. It just didn't feel the same as the original because the original had just this really nice charm about it. And then It's a Wonderful Life is on every single year for everybody.
Isn't that the one where the kid's like, "Oh my god, every time a bell rings,
An angel gets its
his
wings."
wings."
Yeah.
I don't know. That's the only like scene I would remember, but I haven't seen it though.
Yeah, James
I just
Stewart,
know the
dude,
reference.
absolutely amazing actor in almost everything he was in at that time, especially the Hitchcock movies. But like he's so good in this Christmas role. It's such a good movie. If you've never seen it, highly do recommend because it has a good message, even though it goes extremely dark, kind of like A Christmas Carol, which is a great movie that has been overdone too many times, and it's hard to tell which one I actually like now because like there's Scrooge McDuck, and then there's regular Scrooge, then there's that CG Jim Carrey Scrooge, and now there's the most recent
one film I just get tired of, honestly.
Gotcha. You need to see Spirited if you can. It's on Apple TV, unfortunately. I don't think you have that. But that's Will Ferrell and Ryan Reynolds, out of all people. And it's a complete retelling of the Christmas Carol classic, the Dickens story, of course. And it's played with the role of the ghosts instead of the people. So it's not about
actually.
Yeah, it's not about Scrooge. It's from a different perspective, and I really enjoy the music in it because it's the same people that put together Greatest Showman, La La Land,
great movie,
Dear Evan Hansen, like all these really well-known Broadway musicals that have been brought to the big screen. So really, really good shit, dude. Highly recommend.
One of these days, I'd like to, and I don't know if this will be like discouraged at all, but I want eventually one day to make like a ballad type of track.
You are making ballads. You have hold on.
I swear to God, if you say what I think you're gonna say, man.
After It All acoustic.
Is that act what? That's a ballad?
Yeah, because After It All is the regular song, so After It All acoustic is like a softer version of
That's a
that.
ballad? I don't really what? I am
Oh, sorry,
do I have to
my bad, my bad. About Her acoustic. There we go. They both have
remind
an
me again?
A.
Okay, I think I'm mixing up my words again. What is a ballad again?
Ballad is
Before I
like the softer type of song, like a love song.
okay. Okay. I thought ballads were like pianos and stuff and like orchestrated type of stuff.
That is also a thing that is part of some ballads, like
Huh.
Falling in Reverse cover of Papa Roach. What did they do? Last Resort.
Great cover, by the way. A lot of people don't like it, but I actually enjoyed it.
I
I
think
liked it.
Ronnie is one of the best vocalists, and I don't care if he gets canceled.
Of our time, yeah, I would agree.
I think he's
He could
got one of the
virtual
coolest
time,
voices.
sure, but like you can't deny he has talent.
Oh, he's insanely talented. And when it comes to his click track, as I was talking to another band, and they were like, I don't like any of that click track bullshit. Doesn't matter
Me.
when you're a rapper. I used to be a rapper. If I had a click track, I would do so much better on stage than having to
God,
worry
I
about
really don't like it when
acapella.
people are like arguing about the whole click track debate.
Yeah. It just
Like
if
I'm gonna
you
just say
can
this: look,
stay
if a rapper can do it, why not a rocker?
yeah, if you can stay on the rhythm that it's supposed to be, then use the click
As long
track.
as you're not lip syncing like
Oh, that's
some
the worst.
artists. Yeah.
And my least favorite thing, and I see this from a lot of bands playing live these days, when you have the chorus preset in your system
Yep.
and you're not even holding the microphone and we're hearing it
The
as perfect as your performance.
the only time I will allow vocals to be in like a performance is if it's like a backing vocal. That's fine. I have no issue with that. I've done that. I don't care.
Yeah.
But when you're trying to fake it, that's when I have a problem. The only time you should be lip syncing anything is literally when you're just lip syncing vocals to like a freaking music video or something. That's the only time. Only
100%.
appropriate time.
100%. And when you are doing that for anyone that's in a cover band, this is going to call out a ton of cover bands. Leave the
Uh-uh.
fucking room. Stop standing in one position, and I'm not going to call out any specific band, but you know all the cover bands I've listened to.
Yep.
Stop standing in one room, give us more variety, and stop making it so obvious that you're mouthing it. Because that's a pathetic way of promoting your music. The music sounds exactly the same whether I'm blind or have sight. So it doesn't matter what you do visually, but make it interesting. Don't just stand with your microphone. That's stupid.
Have
Stupid.
fun if you wear a mask or something.
Yeah. Go back to COVID time. Piece of
Yeah.
shit.
Oh, I didn't think we were going there. Okay.
No, I'm kidding. I think that cover artists right now, it's been also an oversaturated market ever since the success of some of them. And First to 11 like led the way because they got so big so fast. But like all of these other artists that just keep coming up out of nowhere, I'm just watching all their videos and I'm just like, what am I watching for? There's nothing that's better than the original song. Like it doesn't feel like it's even experimental anymore. Like a lot of artists are just like copy paste, add heavy riffs to, and add some heavy vocals sometimes.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, and Our Last Night is not the one that I'm talking about. I love them. I think they're awesome. And they also stand in the same room, so I'm complete hypocrite. But I could say that Our Last Night at least does some cool shit with vocals that I don't expect, especially on their Billie Eilish covers. I love those covers. Either way, what is the meaning of the season? What is the reason for the season? There we go. That's it. I'm excited for you to say not Jesus, because that's what everyone else says.
Wait, what's the meaning of the season?
The reason for the season.
The reason for the season?
Yeah.
Well, stay inside, don't shovel snow.
That's it. That's the only reason why we have Christmas. To stay
Yep.
inside and don't shovel. I love it. Very out there. Did not expect that. Okay. Christmas tree, wreath, or Christmas lights. What's the best part of Christmas out of those three items?
For me, my personal favorite thing is probably trees. I love decorating trees, so
Hell yeah, man.
I'll send you a picture of my Christmas tree. Actually, you can put it on screen.
I will also share mine. This is only trees.
We're going really festive into this interview.
It's we have to. It's coming closer and closer to Christmas time. This is coming out on the weekend, which is going to be what day? You suck, computer. I told you to show me the fucking calendar. Anyway, it is the 16th or 17th that this is going to be coming out, which is like a week from Christmas. Ooh. It's going to be great, dude. I promise.
What day is Christmas again?
The 25th. But
Oh.
the 24th is a week
Oh, it's on a
from
Monday.
Sunday.
Why is Christmas gotta be on a Monday, man?
Well, you're going to be able to
I mean, Garfield
enjoy...
making me happy with that, man.
Worry about Christmas Eve more than Christmas Day when you have a Monday Christmas. That's what I'll say. Because then you can get drunk and have fun. And then you wake up the next morning and you're like, I guess I'll be a pansy and stuff. And it's so nice to see all you guys, and I have to go to work tomorrow. And
One of these days, I would like to probably put out like a. I probably might get backlash for it, but I kind of want to try and make sometime like maybe like a Christmas kind of EP or something.
This is Halloween. This is Halloween. Yeah, that's what I feel like you're going to be like. Dan, I made a perfect Christmas album. It's all of the Halloween songs from Nightmare Before Christmas. I'll be like, Jay, you're not getting the reason for the season. This is why you don't shovel snow. Or don't not shovel snow. There we go. Either way, bro. Yeah, I am keeping it festive because this is going to be around that time. I also have another controversial episode, so that's going to be less fun. That comes out. We're recording it tomorrow, but
dude, you can't be too distasteful, man. You got to remember, man, it's Jesus' month, man.
It is. That's the reason for the season.
I'm not even joking about this. This is Jesus' month. You better be a good boy for him.
Well, you have to. Yeah, if you don't, then Santa's going to give you coal in your stocking.
Am I really having a religious moment on a podcast?
I can say Jesus is whatever you want it to be. Because, I mean, the Mormons have a completely different Jesus than the Catholics and the Christians and the Muslims and the Jews. Everybody has a different version of their Messiah, or if they believe in Jesus, they have
even people that aren't religious, man, they have their own depiction of Jesus.
Yeah, and most of them think he's black. And all I'm thinking is the Middle Eastern. Yeah, Middle Eastern territory. I would have no idea what color anybody is at that period of time. Maybe the sun was hotter that day.
I think he's Obi-Wan Kenobi.
I think he's Obi-Wan Kenobi.
He's Space Jesus.
Space Jesus.
Yeah, people were calling like Ben Kenobi or Obi-Wan freaking Space Jesus.
I actually like that comparison. It makes a lot more sense than having Anakin.
Jesus.
My friend and I, we used to talk about the comparison of the Bible versus the characters in Star Wars, and I was like, well, Anakin has to be Jesus. He was born as a miracle, because he was born of those what is it, midichlorians. It's like,
that
obviously
actually makes sense to me.
But then I'm like, he can't be Jesus because he starts killing younglings, and I mean, Jesus flipped a couple tables, but he never killed younglings, and he never turned to the dark side and ruled the galaxy. I mean, like, okay, well, maybe Obi-Wan, and that made more sense. And then we decided that Yoda would have to then be God, and that's why he has lived so long.
Can you imagine just Yoda in a Yoda voice, just him reading off the 10 Commandments or something? Thou shalt not kill younglings.
Yeah, exactly. And it's not even "thou shall not kill" because he can't say it backwards. He would say,
Oh,
"Thou shalt kill young." You know. I don't even know how he would say. How do you say it backwards?
you
Hell.
will not.
Yes. Kill you will not. I like that. I can't do
Kill you
the
not.
voice. I can do the but that's all I got.
Give into the power of the dark side of the force.
That's that went straight into Willem Dafoe.
Dude, I've been getting it. Dude, I've been
Straight in
doing like voices very
Green
often
Goblin, bro.
recently again.
All right, let's talk about the voices before we end this because
All
this is an incredible chat.
right.
You just did a recent vocal cover, not a vocal cover. You did a voice impression for Shadow. How was it getting back into your voice impression game, bro?
Very freaking good, I'll tell you that much, man.
Did you
Like,
feel more confident than before, knowing that you now have had so much music you released and played around with your screams, and you're just like, I can do this. Oh yeah.
no. um, kind of, yeah. I guess you could say that actually.
Good.
I'm
And also because
actually
you're
doing
friends with
another.
David Neer.
Oh yeah, absolutely. No, David, man, he inspired me, man.
The
If I were to,
true
like,
inspiration for many of us.
dude, he's like a total like true inspiration, man. Like, for real. Like,
Job. What would he usually say?
shut up, Tom Holland.
Shut up, Tom
We're not
Holland.
gonna let that one die.
No,
Dude,
what was
Dan's
one of
gonna
the
like
funniest
he's gonna
things he
watch this,
said?
right? He's gonna watch this and he's gonna hear me doing a freaking voice impression of him. He's gonna kill me, man. He's
Fuck
gonna
that
kill me,
band.
man.
Fuck that
He's gonna
band.
come to my house.
I hate I Prevail. Piece of shit. Dude, that was one of the
Fuck you,
best.
Jeydon, for doing my
Yeah,
voice.
that reaction was like just exactly what I wanted at that time. And you can hear us playing on the controller on the small things that I barely could edit out. And I was like, dude, nobody knew that we were like just going ham on like Call of Duty Zombies while he was just like, fuck that band.
No one knew.
No one knew that that's what was going on because I only took a sample of it for the what was it? Copy No, similar or stolen episode. I love
Oh,
that.
yeah.
That was fun. I have another one coming, and I'm serious, bro. I am so upset with one of these bands. I've known them for a while, and they've literally stolen Shinedown's sound.
Oh man.
It hurt me because it's like, dude, I love Shinedown more than most rock
It's
bands.
one thing to be inspired, but when you just totally steal a whole thing.
The first
man.
2 tracks, I was like, I'm done. This is literally Shinedown. This is not fair. Like, you've done nothing original with your sound. You had to steal someone else's. I don't approve. Don't approve at all. I don't have bone cancer. Anyway,
What was I gonna mention? Oh yeah. Recently, about yesterday, 2 days ago, when I actually started recording another original voice video actually. For I did a sequel actually for I did a sequel one for Springtrap actually from FNAF.
speaking of FNAF,
If you're about to ask me if I've seen the movie, the answer is no.
it seems
But
that
I
the
would like-
movie is available on Peacock, yet people consider going to the theater for just this movie. Why do you think that is?
Dude, it's literally on the cock, man.
It's on the cock. Dude, all I know is that J1 was like, bro, you gotta get into this. This is like the bee's knees, the bomb.com. This is the
bee's knees.
Yeah,
man.
exactly. I'm using all the old terms like this is groovy, man. This is oh gee willikers. Oh golly gee, you gotta check out this
Oh golly gee.
golly gee. But yeah,
Anytime
seriously,
someone
like,
says that, I always think of like Moral Oral or something.
but remember I
Every
said
time.
I've never gotten into this franchise or whatever, and then Dex was like,
Oh, man.
dude, how could you not know this? And I looked up the date. I was a sophomore in college Why the hell would I be on YouTube watching some jump scare shit for children as a sophomore in college? Because, like, it's not my demographic, I'll
I
tell you
mean, it
that.
could be worse.
Yeah, I mean, we watched PewDiePie react to it. That was a trending
Yeah.
thing because he reacted to so much stuff, and we were like, "Oh, this is funny." And now we have to blame him because there's so many reaction channels doing the same shit that he did. He was the
Yep.
pioneer for it, and now we're stuck with way too many people doing it.
Pretty much.
Yes,
It's not about who does it first. It's about who does it better.
I'm the best.
Unfortunately.
What I do is I do nothing exciting, say something exciting, and sometimes bob my head to the right beat. That's right, guys. I'm the master of reactions. Reaction Man Dan.
Dan, your name's Media Man, Dan.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Never mind. I don't have reactions.
Dan, you're reading
This
off the
is-
script,
it's,
man. You're going off the script, man. Your thing is Media Man, Dan.
Oh, I have a script for tomorrow. We have our intro, and he agreed with me because we met on Omegle before they shut it down. So I'm gonna be like,
Why
this
were
is
you
a
on
very
Omegle?
special episode of Media Man Dan podcast, brought to you by Omegle. Oh shit,
Why were you
they
on
shut
Omegle?
down. And then I'll be like, sorry, pedos. Anyway,
Why were you on Omegle?
I was on Omegle because I had COVID.
Ah.
Yeah, and that
What was
sucked.
chat
I was
roulette
in the
not
middle of that
populated enough?
week. Yeah, bro, everything sucked. So I was like, I need to talk to somebody. I
Yeah.
also needed to sleep, and then I ended up on Omegle, and I was like, all right, whatever. I'll just scroll through, see whoever wants to talk. And then I was just about to finish, and then this dude showed up, and I was like, bro, holy shit, a reasonable based person. Oh my god, what an incredible thing. And we talked and talked and talked, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to get you on the podcast. We're going to talk about society. This is going to be great. Great. Yeah, it's the truth, bro. I'm excited. It's actually going to be a really fun, even though it will be very dark and depressing, it will be very fun to actually have someone to talk about it with that is on my level of questioning the narrative, even though they're in your generation.
Dan, we're practically in the same generation, my
I keep
guy.
saying that, but it's not true. I don't eat Tide Pods.
Oh, who's eating Tide Pods?
Your fucking generation has probably done some of the
No.
most stupid things. I don't understand. I mean, look at who runs TikTok. It sure as hell ain't the millennials.
Look, Dan.
But we do
Tide
make
Pods
money off of it.
aren't everyone's choice, but it's the choice of a new generation.
It's a new generation, Dan.
If you don't get that reference, it's the Wayne's World joke. You know, the one where he's like promoting random products.
Ew, I have
Just
gross
get a
ass.
clip of Mike Myers, but it's just he's holding a Tide Pod thing.
Yeah, bro, I literally thought I had water in this cup next to me, and I found out it's been sitting in my room for a week and a half. It has tea in it.
Are we sure it's tea?
Dude, it's tea, and oh my god, I can't believe I just sipped it. I feel so stupid. I literally thought it was water,
Cold?
and I'm like, oh man, this could be like moldy. Blech. Blech.
Dan's
Anyway.
gonna have to check into the Chicago Post Hospital.
All right. Now that we're done with everything, with all of the old, I don't even know what I'm doing anymore, man. Either way, do you want to ask me anything for the last 30 minutes?
I would love to ask you some questions. Actually, this is
Welcome back to Media Man Dan podcast. We're now going to go right into the J section of questions.
J section.
Oh,
All right,
yeah.
speed round. Hit me with 20 questions. Go, go, go.
oh yeah. Okay, so Mr. Dan of the Media Men, what is your favorite soft drink, and why?
Favorite soft drink. So like that's the thing I would have like if I went to a theater or like with
Yeah.
a fast food meal.
Yep.
Okay. Icy blue has to be blue raspberry, my favorite. not because of the tongue feel or because of the leftover stain that you get on your tongue for that little bit of time, but because I remember my old way of seeing movies. I would determine if I finished my icy, that would mean I didn't like the movie because
Is that
I
like
was too
a
focused on my drink.
is that like a slushy or something or?
Yes, it is like a Slurpee
Oh,
slushy,
okay.
whatever you want to
Yeah,
call
because we don't even call them that here in Canada. We just call them slushies.
it.
Yeah,
You want a slushy? Go outside and drink snow.
yeah, that's pretty much how it got the name.
Yeah. But
Um,
that is definitely my favorite for theaters. But in like
all right.
restaurant areas and stuff like that, my favorite soft drink goes between three. It's usually Dr. Pepper, Pepsi, or orange Fanta.
Hmm.
Yes,
I'm basically a root beer and iced tea guy.
iced tea's great.
Oh yeah,
I
absolutely.
just have to add like tons of sugar to it.
Yeah. All right. Let me think here. Gotta think quickly. Um. Uh. Um. Oh. I know. Okay. What
Almost
is?
inappropriate there.
How is that inappropriate?
Ah,
Oh, Dan, run YouTube, not Orange Tube. Come on, man.
It's a red tube, bro. It's not orange tube. Rule 34. No, I'm kidding. Anyway.
Oh no!
continue.
Oh no! Careful what you say. They're gonna make some AI art soon. Anyways, okay. So, what is? Fuck! I forgot my question. Look what you did, man. Now I gotta think of a new one.
Taylor Swift says,
Oh right.
"Look what
Okay,
you
now I
made me
remember.
do. Look what you
What
made me
is?
do."
All right. What is your favorite Knocked Loose song?
I hate Knocked Loose.
I know.
Their most recent, most popular song, whatever that's called, has great production. Everything else,
Oh, okay.
total dick. It just sucks.
See, guys, Dan does have a heart.
Proof that Tony Stark does have a heart. Slaughterhouse. Oh, Slaughterhouse is with Motionless.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh wait, are you like speaking back to the DMs?
No, I'm looking at their most popular songs. Okay, God knows everything is quiet now. Deep in the wind. I think Deep in the Wind is what I sent you. So,
I
God
still think
knows.
that one Knocked Loose song you sent me had like a Slaughterhouse kind of vibe to me. At least to me, like I don't know. Anyone can come at me with that, but
No, there was a new song that came out this year. It's either Everything is Quiet Now or Deep in the Willow. It had a pretty decent video and great production. So I'll say one of those two songs that came out this year from
I'll
Knocked
have to
Loose.
take those on. Have you ever tried Raycon earbuds?
No, but I would love
Well,
to
Dan, if I
see-
got the damn best sponsor for you, Raycon earbuds.
Well, thanks for bringing that up, Jay. Now that we can talk about the actual sponsor for this video, Raycons, who's not paying me or has any affiliation whatsoever to the Media Man Dan podcast, is sponsoring this episode without their permission. I want to thank all of you guys. Use my link in the comments down below. It's suckmydick.com.
Oh man.
All right, no, I like the constant advertisement for that and Raid Shadow Legends. It like never ended. Raycons actually seem like something I would want to try though.
NordVPN as well.
The what?
NordVPN, man.
Oh my God, NordVPN.
I hear that ad every single freaking week. Dude, I watch YouTube constantly on my TV all the time. In every single video, there's always a freaking ad now. 2 ads, sometimes free ads.
And you see it in the bottom corner, and it's like a little circle, and it goes 15, 14, 13.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, good. Soon I'll be able to skip it.
Long.
And then it doesn't skip, and then it goes on to the next thing. It's like 10, 9, 8,
and sometimes
7.
like this thing where it's like if you go up, right, you scroll up, and it'll have this section where it's like you can skip the ad basically without there being a skip button. You can skip the ad. You say, "Oh, this app is offensive to me or it's irrelevant to me,"
That's
or
true.
something like that.
That's true. And then there's
Uh,
also the videos where you can
Yeah,
do
but then
I'm not
sometimes there
interested.
won't be that then. There won't be that whole, "Oh, I can't watch this, it's irrelevant to me." But, you can't always do that, which is kind of stupid to me. But
You want to know a channel that has
Uh.
barely any ads and you can go right in and never have to worry about interruptions?
which one?
Music Man Dan. What crazy coincidence that you're talking to him right now. Like, that's
Dude,
nuts.
I freaking hate that YouTuber, man.
Almost every video except for my concert footage ones that are longer than an hour have no ads. You guys should go and watch them and stuff. Make me a happy
Guys,
Dan. Happy
Go
man Dan.
stream These Words Are Not Hollow as well.
Go watch my reaction and be as shocked as I was. You could see my soul leave my body halfway through that reaction. It's just like, what am I doing?
I
with
am
my
not. I am not gonna have a fun time watching that.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna laugh so hard, and then you're gonna cry, and you're gonna be like, Dan, I think this is my favorite video, but I'm so sad. I don't know why you don't like what I do. But I'll be like, Jay, it's nothing personal. I said it was nothing personal, and then I personally attacked you.
No, you didn't.
Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. Anyway, next question.
Okay, next question is credit or debit?
Ooh, I've been hacked so many times on debit, but credit is the biggest asshole in the world. Like,
Yep.
I'm gonna tell you this.
You need
Allison
almost
and I,
yeah.
we got a credit
You
card.
need credit
so
for
that-
everything almost.
Yeah, well, we got a
nowadays.
credit card. We're like, okay, let's take care of necessities, groceries for the family, take care of our regular bills. All of this should be taken care
Couple
of, no
Bud Lights for the
problemo.
night.
Dude, in a month, in 3 weeks, I maxed out that card.
Oh Jesus!
It was like 1,500. Boom, maxed out. I was like, dude, this is not good. And then I look at the payment that we owe them by the end of the month, and I'm like, I owe money to a thing that's a piece of plastic. This is bullshit. I don't like it. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark. Anyway,
Hi.
yeah, it's. Oh, hi, Johnny. It's
Man,
Lisa.
like-
She says I hit her. Why did she do this? Anyway, so debit I hate so much because it's so easily
Why?
hackable. So I'm a cash only man.
Okay, that's true.
Yeah, I get hacked.
I mean, I'm a debit
almost
guy
every
mostly
week.
just because like it's easier, I guess, for me because like I don't always carry cash on me.
Broski, I left the bank with a brand new debit card, got into a drive-through line, and got hacked out of $35 in the
damn.
first hour of using the card.
I mean, do you have like a tap thing on it?
I mean, I could tap it, I could smack its ass. I don't think it's going to do anything it wants. Like, I'm not going to get anything out of this machinery. I feel like it's literally made for people that want to move forward in time, and I'm the one that wants to move back. I like cash. I like to know
Dan, like,
exactly what's in my pocket.
Like like you tap the card on the screen and there you go. You don't
Oh,
type
yeah,
in the
yeah, yeah.
code or
Of course I've used the tap, yes.
I don't have that. Like, I don't bother with it. Because
That's
they have
great.
this new thing now where it's like if you're in a certain distance now, you don't even have to tap it nowadays.
What's your bank in the Canada area? Do you guys have like the Banque Québécois?
The bank for the
Your
Oh,
French
so much
party.
French.
The Québécois. I can never forget how Lucas just like jumped into that like it's like a normal thing. It's like, bro, what the hell did you just say? What did you call me? Anyway, next question, sir.
Okay. Okay. Let me think here. Okay. Who is your favorite? Who is your favorite guitarist?
Currently, I would say Lee Albrecht of the band Seraphim, otherwise known as Crimson Adored. They just keep changing names.
Understandable.
also Hollow Front. I've posted plenty of his stuff. I also highly enjoy Cole Roland. These are both modern guitarists. But if you're talking about like classic amazing guitarists, I cannot remember the dude's name from Chicago. And of course, Brian May from Queen. No question. Those are some legendary guitarists. Oh, and Stevie Ray Vaughan, I'm getting into his stuff finally. And other,
Yes.
yeah, big artists that are like really well known that I totally missed out on. I'm trying to catch up on those. But yeah, I'll say Lee Albrecht for now.
I'd probably say like Tony Perry, probably.
Which band is he part of?
From Pierce the Veil. He's like,
Oh, he's
that dude's
amazing.
lead guitar is so freaking good.
He's amazing. That second or third album that they have is amazing because of the guitar work and the vocals on it.
Which one?
The
Flair for the Dramatic, or am I thinking of
Pierce the Veil. The answer I'm giving to you is Collide with
Collide with Sky?
the Sky.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, no, that is that album is great.
That album is out of this world, bro. Amazing stuff.
I got the poster on my wall, man.
Hell yeah, bro. All right, so that's your favorite guitarist. Who is your favorite guitarist on YouTube?
Starts on YouTube?
Yeah.
I can't pronounce his name. Do you know the guy with he has long hair. He has kind of an accent to him. He's made videos with putting water in his guitar.
The Do? No, it couldn't be him.
I
That dude's
can't
American.
pronounce his name though.
Putting water in his guitar?
Yeah.
Water in guitar. Let's see. The answer is Burn.
Yep.
I have never heard this person. I am subscribing to their channel. Thank you,
He's
Jay.
great. He's great.
Just had a video
I also
randomly
just
start
find his
playing.
accent very infectious.
Yeah, his accent's really nice. Very enjoyable. It reminds you of Yoo-hoo! Big Summer Blood from Frozen. All right.
Yeah.
The final question for tonight.
Final question. I will. What am I asking this, or are you asking this?
You
I'll
can
ask
ask,
this.
I can ask, everybody can ask. We all live in a yellow submarine. A yellow submarine. A yellow submarine.
Filled with rats. Rats. I was put in the room filled with rats. Made me go crazy. Crazy. Oh no. I'm not going into that pasta shit. Okay. Okay. I asked. Yeah. Stop sniffing. Anyways. Okay.
Well, Dan, come sit on Santa's lap. What would you like for Christmas, little Dan?
What I like for Christmas? Oh, that's actually a really good question.
What would you like for Christmas, Dan?
If it's like a personal thing I can hold in my hands versus an actual thing I would need, I need a house. I need
A house.
Yeah. I need like an apartment.
Everybody wants a
condo
house, man.
or a house. I need to start a family, and I don't think it's okay
I'd
to
love a
have it
cabin.
between two houses. So, yeah, that's a thing. And then I would say if I were going to be like a necessity that I could hold in my hands and use, I would say, what am I missing around me here? See, I always think, yeah, I always think about my media collection.
Yeah,
I always look at it. I fawn over my exciting collection behind me, and I always think, do I need anything more? And I'm like, no, I have everything, so it's not that I need. But I could
everything
say,
you need, man.
yeah, currently, I don't know. I'd say shoes that last a long time because the shoes I keep getting from everywhere, like I used to use Fila's, and I loved them. And then the place I would
Very
go
nice.
to get them for cheaper started selling them only online. So I was like, okay, cool, I'll go somewhere else. And now I'm using Skechers. And it seems like I'm going through shoes almost every 3 months, or not every 3 months, every 6 months. So it's like I would just want shoes that last longer. That's basically an easy Christmas gift I would ask from somebody, is like shoes that have good heel support, that don't like go flat anytime soon. That would be awesome.
I wear Vans. I can't relate.
You skater, you. All right.
Skater man.
I'll go back with your question. What is the thing that you would love to have for Christmas? Besides talent. Oh! Barn! Drop the motherfucking money.
golly gee, Santa.
Golly gee, Santa.
Is fucking. I want Dan to actually enjoy these words are not hollow and to not give me shit.
I want Dan to enjoy my album. Make it come through. Ring your little bell, Mr.
really,
Polar Express.
I honestly don't really want anything for Christmas. To be honest with you, I didn't even think about it. What I would probably want is another guitar, probably.
Another guitar?
Yeah, maybe
one
with a decent pickup.
What about a bass?
A bass? Like a bass guitar?
Yeah.
Nah.
What about a drum kit?
I have a drum kit. It's called a MIDI.
That's not a drum kit.
But it has drum pads. Listen. That tapping is drums. Yeah. Look how good they sound. Oh, here's a cymbal. That's a cymbal.
Yeah, it sounds just like it.
Look, it sounds just like Travis Barker.
Yeah, this is Travis Scott. No, this is not Travis Scott.
This is Travis Barker.
This is Travis Barker. This is the murderer.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, no, not good. Anyway, so you would want a guitar. But interface? Do you have a good interface? The little red box.
I have an interface, but I don't use it for my guitar.
Not yet.
No, I don't even think I've ever told you how I record my stuff. No, so I record my vocals with the interface, and then with the guitar, I have a one of those preset amps. So I just, if I want a certain distortion, just dial it, and then all I have to do really is just put like a USB in the amp, and then bam, USB it to my laptop or computer, whatever I'm using, and then there I go. Don't even have to plug it into an interface.
Well, that's
straight
very
from
good.
the amp. I mean, it sounds better. I mean, in my opinion, my guitar sounds better through that amp than it would through the interface, because on the interface is how I recorded the Tomorrow Again album. I hated how the guitar sounded.
I thought you were going to be more blunt with it. I thought you were going to be like, Dan, let's go back in time before you met me. So what I do is I get really excited and I go back into the closet and I take my microphone in there and I play a ukulele. And I'd be like, oh yeah, I remember those days. It was before I got out of the closet, so I make all my music in the closet. No, I'm actually pretty happy with your whole change of attitude and everything. And like I said, dude, your mohawk is sick. Your attitude is sick. Your confidence is higher than it's ever been. You're almost to that level where you can argue with me on a simple, like. This is the thing. You used to get so easily offended, and I would get you more and more comfortable. I would get you more and more comfortable because I would roast you all the time, and you'd be like, "Oh, yeah, it makes sense." And I was like, "Yes."
Yeah, because I just get your humor more.
Yes.
Like, okay,
and now that you fully understand me, you can take all the heat from my album critiques. You can take all the criticism that comes from my extremely critical mind.
Of course, my autistic ass tries not to fucking overthink everything.
Yeah,
you tell me it's because that's a big problem for me. I try not to overthink everything. If I do that, it'll stress me the.
Be like, here's our normal call. It's like, oh Dan, I had a great time. Call ends. I hate my life. Everything you said.
Yeah, pretty much.
Everything.
No, really, that's how it is for real.
Like Papa Meat would be like, I don't want to be here anymore.
Gets off Twitter from the Swifties.
Yeah. Oh God, the Swifties. They're gonna have a
The freest
great
Swifties, man.
a rude awakening that'll be coming up next month, next year. I
Ooh.
don't know. I'm figuring it out. It's a lot of planning and a lot of
Can
research.
we talk about next year plans? What are you planning, Mr. Dan of the Media Men?
That's what my therapist asked me today. I can say currently,
What are you
like I
planning?
said, still looking for a place to live. That's definitely on the list.
Fair
But
enough.
now that this is going to be coming out the week before Christmas, and nobody usually even cares to stay to the end of things, my Patreon is coming, and I have a ton of extra exclusive content, including before and after interview conversations. Unfortunately, Jay and I started like right away because I started really late. But if it comes to the interviews in January, or maybe some that are coming out at the end of this month, like Carly Shay, who's joining me back on the podcast again. And also, I have another band that's really, really cool, and I'm going to be talking to them right around New Year's. Both of those should have exclusive episodes only on Patreon that have longer talks and just like shooting the shit before and after shows. I love it. I listened to the Whatever podcast, and he did that after his main 4 hour show. He would go for another hour with his guests, and I was like, that'd be so much fun to have people listen to that. And so that's my
Yeah.
thought. Also, along with these exclusive things, Allison is joining me for movie commentary, and those will come. I think we'll do one or two every month. We're going to pick some terrible movies to watch that we have not watched because we've been avoiding them like the plague. One of them is going to be the brand new Little Mermaid from this year, and definitely, hands down, one of the worst movies that we definitely avoided with all of our hearts and souls. We have to watch it just so that we can have our own opinion on it. Barbie. I'm super
Dan,
excited to
after
talk about both of those movies. I hope they really suck, but I will be a honest critic. So if there's anything that stands out that's really good, I'll be sure to promote it. And other than that, I also have some extra things coming on Discord, which is where Jay and I are talking right now. This whole channel will be completely wiped from where it was, and I will have a new exciting thing for all fans to talk with each other if they don't have regular social media like Instagram or Facebook or anything. Then they can come
MySpace.
to my Discord. And the final part, this is my really, really fun part. I'm going to be having album reactions or discography reactions of artists that you guys get to choose. And at the end of every month, for every single membership, you will be able to chat with me or game with me on any system that you guys have and I have as well. If you wanted to play Rocket League, Grand Theft Auto, Call of Duty, I have a ton of those. And I'm totally down to chill with all of you guys because I love you and I really appreciate it. And it's only going to be $1 for the entire year. That's right, guys. $1, all memberships.
Give him all of your money.
Yeah, next year can be like 5 or 10 or anything. And if you guys want to pay more, I'm completely okay with that. I just want to let you know that I'm putting my heart and soul into what I'm doing. And this is going to be a business moving forward as opposed to just a hobby. So I really hope that you guys will be there for that. And Jay, thank you for joining me for another amazing episode of this awesome podcast that is now almost coming up to a year old. I'm super excited to talk about all of the adventures I've had as a YouTuber, also coming at the end of the month. But I want to thank you for being here, taking all the heat, taking all the criticism like a boss, giving me some fun questions, and just shooting the shit like friends do. You're an absolutely awesome friend, and I support you 100%, even if your album is total ass. No, I'm kidding. It's not an album, Dan. It's an EP, so fuck you.
We're gonna convert him into a hardcore fan.
Oh, that's actually coming. Yeah,
still-
I actually
I
have.
still consider the EP though. I still consider it a post-hardcore one. That's just me. I don't know.
Yoda
I will
says
definitely
the
say though
Ten Commandments.
I will definitely say though on the album I want to do next. The album I want to do next. Even if I do put these songs on, for the newer songs coming out, I do think that I am gonna put more clean vocals on it.
Excelente.
There's still gonna be screamo. There's still gonna be screamo and stuff like that, but there's
I'm
gonna
looking
be more
forward to it, regardless. Yeah.
I hate Also, a good time to mention. I've been taking Media Man Dan. I've been taking his Skillshare class for vocalists and stuff like that. He's been teaching me all these neato tricks, man. He's teaching me how to use my diaphragm and stuff. How to fucking growl and shit. He's been teaching me all that shit. He's been teaching me how to summon the fucking devil, man.
Hello, Daniel. No, leave me alone.
Hello, Daniel.
Time
to pay you
like this. You have to pay for what you've done.
But no, he's helped me out with vocal stuff.
Yes.
So definitely good.
And I love it because it gives
good
me
on him for helping me out.
gives me
With
more
stuff I
time.
don't know. 'Cause I'm stupid when it comes to technical stuff. I will admit this 100%. Am I a decent vocalist? Yes. Do I suck with technical shit? Yes. I'm just dumb.
Honesty is the best policy. Hey, but no worries, man. Everything that you're saying that you're going to be doing with your stuff, I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, it doesn't matter if I'm totally critical about everything. I still support you 100%. I want you to understand that anything that I will say is only for the benefit of your music and your passion. I want to make sure that you do your absolute best in the most reasonable way and not put all of the work on your shoulders. You will see my reaction and you will understand where I'm coming from now that we've had this chat. And I really appreciate you for being here. Once again, everybody, Jay Kana, check out all of his stuff in the description right down below. He is an absolutely awesome artist way up in the area of Canada that I don't even want to say out loud because I think that would dox him. But he's awesome and he's got passion and he's got a mohawk. And if you don't think mohawks are punk, fuck you. Stop listening to MGK. That's it.
I don't even consider myself punk anymore.
You're a punk. You're a punk. All right. Thanks again for listening, everyone. I hope all of you have a wonderful evening and stay safe out there. Peace.
And Merry Christmas.
Thank you for tuning in to the Media Man Dan podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, feel free to like and subscribe. Thanks for listening, have an awesome day, and stay safe out there. Peace.